What if I told you that your morning coffee, that simple, comforting ritual, has quietly become one of the clearest warning signs that America's economy is shifting, and not in our favor? Starbucks, once the unbeatable giant of global coffee culture, is now closing stores, cutting workers, and losing ground to a Chinese competitor that's growing faster than anyone expected. But the real shock, it's not because people stopped drinking coffee, it's because US trade policy, global tariffs, and a rapidly changing world economy have collided in a way almost no one saw coming. For decades, Starbucks felt untouchable. Crowded stores, booming profits, endless expansion. It symbolized consistency, modernity, and even a quiet form of American cultural power. But beneath that calm surface, a storm was forming. Tariffs meant to protect American industries began driving up the cost of everything. Coffee beans from Brazil and Colombia, espresso machines from Italy, furniture, steel, packaging materials, even cups and napkins. Starbucks' global supply chain, once a competitive advantage, was suddenly a liability. Costs surged, prices went up, customers pulled back, and then came the rise of Luckin Coffee, the Chinese chain expanding at explosive speed. Starbucks wasn't just losing sales, it was losing relevance. A global system breaks down. The United States produces almost no coffee domestically. Nearly every bean comes from abroad. When tariffs hit, the price of imported beans jumped as much as 50% overnight. Roasters paid more, importers paid more, Starbucks paid a lot more. Meanwhile, wages weren't rising, rent was climbing, inflation hit consumers from every direction. A latte became less of a habit and more of a luxury. From corporate headquarters to the front lines inside Starbucks HQ, executives talked about transformation and restructuring, but workers on the ground saw the truth. Shrinking hours, reduced staffing, stores closing quietly, corporate layoffs in waves. The narrative didn't match reality. The strategic adjustments weren't strategy, they were retreat. Tariffs were meant to strengthen American industry. Instead, they crippled companies dependent on global supply chains. Starbucks became the high-profile example of a system stretched to its limits. Espresso machines, steel, packaging, shipping containers, nearly every piece of the operation ballooned in cost. What started as an attempt to rebuild American manufacturing ended up making daily consumer goods more expensive and businesses less competitive. Enter Luckin Coffee, China's homegrown juggernaut. While Starbucks fought rising costs, Luckin Coffee surged. Cheap, fast, app-driven, perfectly optimized for China's consumer lifestyle. With local suppliers and government support, Luckin expanded rapidly while Starbucks struggled to keep its margins alive. In China, Starbucks shifted from premium symbol to old economy brand. Meanwhile, Luckin became the modern, efficient alternative, and now it's moving into the US too. Starbucks' China division, once the crown jewel of its global empire, was so weakened that a $10 billion acquisition offer emerged. Even the possibility of selling part of Starbucks' most profitable international arm shows how dramatically the landscape has changed, and the fallout extends far beyond the company itself. Small cafes across America shut down, supply chains collapsed, local vendors lost contracts. Workers across multiple industries felt the economic shock. A tariff designed to protect American jobs ended up costing American workers stability instead. So what does this all mean? It means America's economic vulnerability is now visible in something as ordinary as a cup of coffee. When Starbucks, one of the most globally integrated companies in the US, starts to buckle, it reveals just how deeply interconnected the world economy truly is. The rise of Luckin Coffee isn't just a business story, it's a geopolitical one. A symbol of American cultural influence is losing ground to a Chinese competitor backed by a country strategically shaping its own economic future. The Starbucks decline is more than a corporate downturn, it's a sign of a larger realignment in global power, economic, cultural, and strategic. And the question now isn't whether Starbucks can recover, it's whether America can adapt. What do you think? Are tariffs protecting American workers, or are they backfiring and accelerating the decline of iconic US brands? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into the geopolitical stories shaping our world. See you in the next one.